Dun 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 dun. Someone's killed the moon. Dun 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 dun. We gotta bring world famous detective Moon Killer onto the case. World famous detective Moon Killer. Who do you think killed the moon? Well, it's early in the investigation, but let me tell you, I promise I won't rest until I find out who killed this ding-dang moon. Well, thank you, Detective Moon Killer. I hope you find the culprit. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Detective Moon Killer has solved the case. It turns out it was someone who is an old woman. Her name is Elizabeth. And she has an airtight alibi, but Detective Moon Killer is convinced that she's absolutely the murderer. And so Elizabeth has been executed. Justice has been served. Hello, welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. We're playing Dead Moon on the TurboGrafx-16. Dead Moon. Someone's killed the moon, and we gotta deal with it. We play world famous detective Moon Killer. Surely we'll solve this case. How's everyone doing today? How are you all? How is everyone today? I hope you're doing all right. I hope things are going A-okay. I imagine it's not, but I hope it is. Made some curry earlier. Turned out pretty good. Gonna have some more of that after I'm done streaming. Jessica, thank you for the 5 British pounds. Get the elephant detective from the FilmCow mystery trilogy to investigate the moon killing. I don't want that poor elephant to go through more suffering. Goodness. But I guess that is my how many investigators do I have? I guess I got a lot of potential investigators in the FilmCow canon. Gotta head to Westington Manor. The clues have led me to Westington Manor. I don't remember what the voice is for that detective. Detective Mittens. Yeah, there's Mittens. Wasn't he killed by George Zimmerman? Yeah, Zimmerman killed him. He was murdered by George Zimmerman. Died twice. You know what? I totally forgot the third time he didn't die, so I guess he's not necessarily gonna die after the moon investigation. Yeah. Fulo lives in his house. Oh yeah. So I guess he's probably died at least one other time, unless that particular time was one of the 2 times he died in the series. Marcus, thank you for the 199. Another PC Engine shmup. Still love blazing lasers. Blazing lasers. There's a lot of great shmups on the PC Engine. I do love shmups. Once again, I'm very bad at them. I'm very bad at the shmups, but I do very much enjoy playing them. And I'm so excited to play this one. The Dead Moon. What about the detective from A Murder Has Occurred? Oh yeah, that was another detective. There's also Amoeba Murder Mystery. I got a lot of detectives. I just like writing specifically incompetent detectives. Dr. Boki, thank you for the 199, but under the weather, dry throat, sinuses, and tired. Well, I hope you get some rest. Hope your dry throat clears up, your sinuses. Go away, get out of here, sinuses. I hope you start feeling better. Dad Cop 2, yeah, Dad Cop 2, I guess. Batman, oh yeah, Batman. I guess Batman isn't one of my characters, so probably I don't think Batman would really count. Batman's not really a FilmCow original. Maybe if I add an extra T, I can make my own Batman. Just misspell it like I did with the Sargnark. I could have my own Batman. Alright, I'm going to turn on this TurboGrafx, and we're going to see what this moon thing is all about. Just need to give Batman a hat, and then it's an original character. It was about 2 centuries after the beginning of human space exploration that the Monitor Center located at the far reaches of the solar system near Pluto had reported the presence of a new comet. According to calculations, this comet was supposed to miss the Earth by about 1,200,000 kilometers. Something sent towards this comet to relay information to the Earth about its position. It's going too quick. It's going too quick to read. It's going so fast. Oh, so I think I got the number wrong. I think it was 1 billion. I think it was 1,200,000,000. God, it's so fast. I'm just gonna reboot it. I'm gonna try to read this. I'm gonna do my speed voice. One moment. Speed voice. Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. It was about 2 centuries after the beginning of human space exploration that the Monitor Center, located at the far reaches of the solar system near Pluto, had reported the presence of a new comet. According to calculations, this comet was supposed to miss the Earth by about 1 billion kilometers. Space probes were sent towards this comet to relay information to the Earth about its position. When the probes were about 200,000 kilometers away from the comet, they began to send data back to Earth. All of a sudden, the comet became brighter and shifted course towards the probes, disintegrating them, after which the comet began to head directly towards the Earth. All UN countries with space programs began working to avert the disaster, which would come several weeks later. Orbiting shifting AFTI missiles were launched towards the oncoming comet. The results were that the comet shifted course just enough to avoid the Earth, but collided instead with our moon. Oh no. Since the comet was only several kilometers in diameter, it seemed that the only damage was a sizable crater on the moon. When probes were sent to the moon to inspect the damages, no trace of the comet was to be found. Instead, what they discovered was a host of alien military spacecraft. Oh no. Dead moon. Well, I got it. Yeah, dead moon. Trademark. Cosmic, thank you for the $2.01. Cheers to a fruitful black walnut harvest. 200 plus pounds. That is a fruitful black walnut harvest. Congratulations. Wonderful. Well, I've hit the run button. Here we go. Oh, I just shot a bomb. I didn't mean to. That's all right. Sometimes you just shoot a bomb. Oh, I got eyeball. Do. Damn, look at all these buildings. This is a nice looking game. Oh. Yeah, get more items. Get out of here. Oh. Oh! Oh, so many spacecrafts. You know what's a big city? New York. That's a big one. I wonder if this is New York City. New York's pretty huge. They don't tell you that about New York. People don't tell you how big New York is. But then you see New York and you're like, dang, they got a lot of buildings there. You think of New York and you're like, that's the city, all right. But then it's so huge. So many just very large buildings in New York. So many huge buildings. That's what I know about New York. You know what's also in New York? The Statue of Liberty. Not as big as you would think. It's kind of tiny. They take a lot of pictures of it where you're like standing right at the bottom, looking up at it, so it looks real imposing and huge, but really it's not that big. If you compare it to like all the other stuff they built in New York. Oh! Oh! A bird skeleton. Oh no, it got me. Oh no! Oh, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Ah! Oh, well, I got killed again. We got him. I believe there's an invincibility cheat for this game, so if I find it too difficult, we will be cheating. We will be cheating here. Oh! I defeated the big bird. Look at that. There's a moon in the background. We're not on the moon. No, we're going to the moon now. Scene 1 clear. You have a way of playing Japanese PS2 games? Yeah, I got a Japanese PS2. Alright, we're on our way to the moon now. Oh! No. Well, we died. A hero. Out in space. Ugh. Yeah, we played a couple of Japanese PS2 games. But... Game over, no! Played that one game with a bear who sings. Remember the singing bear game? Looks like you haven't done Blazing Lasers yet. Quite possibly not. It's hard to remember which shmups I've played and which ones I haven't. I was certain I played Dead Moon, but I couldn't find it anywhere, even on the combo streams. I've done a couple of combo streams, so there's a couple of like streams in which I've played multiple games. Get it. Ah! Get the eyeball. Yes, get this stuff. Get everything. Oh no! It got me! Jessica, thank you for the $6.69 British pounds. As if you're a horseman and glove horse. PFPS. Profile picture. Weird being reminded you're not actually a talking horse, seeing your actual face. Yeah, I'm not actually a horse. I just like the horse drawings I do, which is why I so often use them as profile pictures. I just love drawing horses. Love the way they look. Horses are very strange creatures. I feel like if we didn't have... Oh no. Well, I call this a draw. I feel like if we didn't have horses, if horses weren't a thing that existed, and then we went to an alien world and saw a horse, we'd be like, look at that weird alien. Look at how nonsensical that alien's body is. So beautiful, though. I can't believe aliens look this good. Love them. Love aliens. Ah! I got lasered. What about giraffes? Yeah, giraffes are pretty weird. Most animals. Pretty strange when you really think about them. Oh. Get him. Get him. Get the aliens. These aren't horses. These are regular aliens from outer space. Which means it's alright to kill hundreds of thousands, if not millions of them. I mean, they are an invading force, it seems. I cannot imagine they have a justified reason for doing all this. But what do I know? Oh, dang. I could have avoided that one, certainly. I definitely could have avoided that one, too. Game over. I would like to continue, yes. Get the upgrades. Try your bombs and the bosses. Oh yeah, I've already forgotten that I have bombs. This is the problem I have in shmups. I'm afraid to use the bombs because I think I'll need them at some point, and then I end up just never using them. When I definitely should. Ah. I like games that give me timed bombs. So I can use them more liberally. When I have a limited resource of bombs, I'm just like, I just never want to use them. Dang. Well, this is not a good run right here. I'm afraid I'm not going to win this one. Yep. Alright, well here comes the boss. Alright, well I used all my bombs. I just have to not get hit and destroy both of them. Nope. That is it, too. This looks like one of those shmups where you need to choose a power-up color and stick with it. Yeah, maybe. That's probably correct. What color I want to go to? Let's see. Let's try to really focus in on what the different power-ups are giving me. So this is yellow. Yellow is spread. Spread seems alright, but usually spread seems a little better than this. This is wave. It's 2 lasers. This is the worst. I'm rethinking spread. I think I like wave the best. That was green. Blue is terrible. 2 lasers, I don't know. It doesn't seem that great. It's got a very low fire rate, too. Oh, green. Yes, wave. I like wave. Oh, killed. 2 lasers gets bigger. Yeah, I imagine. Imagine the more I get of it, the better. The better it becomes. So yes, I should stick to just one. I think I'm gonna stick to green. I just kind of like green. I like this big wave. I don't really got to think about it that much. Dang, I lost one of my upgrades by getting hit. Which has now told me that having upgrades gives me health points. Which is something I didn't realize a couple seconds ago. Alright. Alright, we can do this. We did it! Finally. Oh no, the level's just continuing. Well, I'm getting red now. Red seems pretty good, too. Yeah, red's... I'll accept red. Oh! Oh no, I got a yellow! I don't know what that did. It seems to have upgraded my red, though. I don't understand how these upgrades work. I'm gonna try to get another yellow and see what it does. It's just turned into yellow, never mind. But it's a higher powered up yellow. And this is a higher powered up green, so... That was multicolor. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright, well I have a greater understanding of how this all works now. That's good. Knowledge is power. Oop. I do not want blue. Green I do want. Look at this big turtle. Oh god. Oh, what a powerful turtle. Unbelievable. Get him. No! It got me! Dang, I'm in a good position to beat this turtle. And there's the moon! We're so close to getting to the moon. Oh no! One life left. I did it! I destroyed the turtle. No, I didn't. No. Oh god. No! Alright. Dead. Continue? Yes, I would like to continue. Congratulations for finishing the grand finale, thank you. Oh no, are we all the way back here? Dang it! Can't believe it. Terrible. Oh, I want green. I want the green. I'm getting the green. I don't care. I'm getting it. I love this wave. This is a good game. Once again, I'm very bad at shmups, but I'm just gonna say this one's good. Running smooth, looks great, plays great. Oh yeah. Look at how powerful my green's becoming. It's unbelievable. What is this? Wow. Yeah, no problem. Just destroying everything. Oh no, I lost a little bit of green. No. Blue. Nice. Yeah. I don't want red. I guess I'll get some red. You know what? The red was fun. And I know there's a bunch of red coming up. I think it's important to get the red here. Dang, it was not as many reds as I was... Oh, here we go. Sometimes you do want to switch color, because all the resources are going to be different. You won't be able to upgrade as much. That's the high-level strats for Dead Moon. Yellow, no! Never get yellow. Oh, lasers. Green is tempting, but I've already got too much invested in red. Oh, give me more red. Yes. So close to fighting this ding-dang turtle again. Blue? No, I got hit. No. Blue, no. Yes, red. Get the turtle. Very important to use as many bombs as I can, because I will die, and then I'll get more bombs. Yeah, get him, get the turtle. Oh. Read the Professor Toothy novella a while back. Pretty fun send-up on convoluted origin stories while being a pretty fun story in its own right. Thank you. Oh no, I died, but I got more bombs now at least. No, I died again. I used one bomb before dying. Terrible. Oh no, I died. Dang, I just keep dying. Alright, I killed it this time. I thought it was a very funny thing to do with Professor Toothy. Glad you enjoyed it. How much maintenance do you... Oh, are we on the... We're on the moon! We're on the moon, everyone. How much maintenance do you do to your own consoles? Some. I've had to play... Oh, game over, dang. Had to replace some caps. Had to replace some disk drives. Done a couple mods. Done some cleaning. I got a bunch of them, though. The ones I've had the most trouble with are the original Xboxes. For some reason, just a ton of those have died on me. Primarily, I think, cap-related issues, but not the one that gets most people's Xboxes. There's like a oh no, dead. It's a clock capacitor that goes on a lot of them, but my Xboxes are all built after the date in which that was fixed. So it's entirely different capacitors that I've got on, in mine. How many OG Xboxes do you have left? I got something like 7 of them. I got a bunch of them. Game over again, dang. Regular Xbox worth getting for old game storage? What does that mean? Old game storage? Oh no! Dead. Got a PS2 recently, so I can play the Futurama game. Love the PS2. I've had some PS1 problems as well. Some video output problems or laser problems. Very little PS2 problems. Very little Sega Saturn problems. Unbelievable. GF recently showed me how to play PS1 games on my PS3. Yeah, people know that the PS3, like the original model, was backwards compatible with the PS2, but they don't know that all models are backwards compatible with a PS1. Every PS3 can play PS1 games. So if you got a PS3, you've also got a PS1. Continue? Yes, I guess, yeah. Once again, I do have an invincibility cheat I can use. I've been surprised with how far we've gotten so far without using the invincibility cheat. Although it has had infinite continues, apparently, so that's been very helpful. How do PS1 memory cards work in the PS3? That's a good question. I think you need an adapter. I don't know if it's able to just save to the hard disk. I haven't played PS1 games on the PS3 myself. It's just something I know it has the capability to do. Oh. Just wondering if the Xbox library is good for retro games. Yeah, like, if you were gonna get one platform, I probably wouldn't recommend the original Xbox first. Although there are some, like, good mods available for the original Xbox that allow you to run a bunch of stuff on it. So if you're planning on, like, specifically pirating games instead of buying them, then that might be a good option. Kind of a hassle sometimes, pirating stuff for the PS2, although if you got the fat model, you can put a hard drive in it and get a mod as well. Dang, look at this. Yeah. Get out of here. Smelly Mammoth, thank you for the $5. Congrats on the Charlie film. Dang, I died. Thanks for all the content over the years. It's been great. Oh my god, I died again. I didn't... Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'm very glad to be done with it. It's an adapter to transfer PS1 and 2 saves to the PS3, but it's all on virtual memory cards once you're actually using the PS3. Okay. So you wouldn't need one. Unless you're specifically trying to transfer old memory over. That makes sense. I think if someone was interested in getting into retro gaming at this point, I think one of the best, like, 3D systems to get would honestly either be the PS2 or the Wii. 'Cause those are both platforms where, like, you can get the hardware and the software for less than most other retro systems at this point. And in terms of, like, 2D systems, it's probably like a Super Nintendo or a Genesis. Just in terms of, like, the price versus, like, the quality of the library. My favorite game system is the Sega Saturn, so I would never discourage someone from getting that. But it's maybe too expensive to get into. Although it is very easy to pirate games in the Sega Saturn. Wii U has Wii support too. Yeah, the Wii U also has Wii support. So if you have a Wii U, you also got a Wii. Although the Wii has, like, the early model has GameCube support. So if you got an earlier Wii, you also have a GameCube. Dang it, game over again. Dr. Boki, thank you for the $1.99. Why do people like Ben Stiller? It's a very philosophical question, I suppose. Why do people... What has Ben Stiller done recently? I haven't heard from Ben Stiller in a long time. I mean, you know, it's not someone who calls me. I mean, I haven't seen a movie with him in it recently. Is he still doing movies? I imagine he is, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's just hanging out, being rich. I don't know. Oh, Ben Stiller. I don't have any love or hate for Ben Stiller. Ah. Dang it. Robert, thank you for the $5. Congrats on the Charlie finale. It's been a long road. You should be proud. Thank you. It has been a long road. And I do really like how it turned out. Do later Wii's not have GameCube support? Yeah. It's only the first model. The next model that also came in black, I believe that one doesn't have GameCube support because it took the controller ports and the memory card ports out. And then there's the smaller one that also does not have GameCube support. Dang, I just keep dying here. I probably need invincibility if I'm gonna make it through this. I think I've reached my skill cap with Dead Moon. There are black models that both have and don't have GameCube support. I'll take your word for it. I thought that when they introduced the black model, it was when they took GameCube support out, but it's very possible I'm mistaken on that. I'm not an expert on the matter. It might be like the Model 1 and Model 2 Saturn, where the outside shell is not actually indicative of the internals. Ah! Have a black one that has GameCube support. Nice to know I'm wrong. I wanna get one of those then. I wanna find a black Wii that has GameCube support. I've avoided the black ones because I thought that they all lacked GameCube ability. But that's good to know. Aha! This game seems hard. It's both hard and not hard. It's very forgiving in the sense that it has unlimited continues, so I wouldn't have gotten this far had it not been for that. A lot of these games definitely do not have unlimited continues. But the fact that this one does is very nice. I wish more did, on account of I need a lot of continues. Was Nix's theory that you needed to be magic totally wrong? Yes. I mean, it ended up being important that Charlie had magic for the sake of the Mindscape Realizer, but Charlie got in the portal entirely because the security measures put in place did have a loophole. If another Charlie the Unicorn happened to pop by. Yellow. More yellow. It's important to get these upgrades, because they're also life. They're life! The upgrades are life, they're health. Precious health. No, avoid that one. No, that's... You know what? No, I wanted to get that. That's red. Red's better than this yellow nonsense. That's fine. I'm doing alright. Alright, we're back to this thing. Oh! Found a black Wii with GameCube support for $50. Dang, you know what? That's just a good price for a Wii in general. But especially one with GameCube support. Are you positive it works? That seems too low at this point. Like, I mean, that would have been too expensive a couple years ago, but but now. $50. Laser, 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 laser. I want green, yeah, green. Wave, wave, wave. Says tested, $20 shipping. Ah, that's how they get you with the shipping. It does not cost $20 to ship a Wii. Well, that's slightly closer to the price. Most Wiis I found go for $70, $80, $90 now. They didn't a couple years ago, but they sure do now. People started buying up Wiis. Ah, ah, ah! Doesn't Wii U play Wii games? Yeah, the Wii U plays Wii games. It does it pretty well. And you get HDMI output, which is nice. Oh, oh! Gabba, gabba. Gabba. You think it would be hard to replace a 3DS battery? I'm not sure. I guess it depends on if the battery itself is soldered in, or if you just have to open the 3DS to replace it. I've seen some batteries that are... There's some batteries you need to replace and you have to desolder, and there's some chance if you do it wrong, it will explode. That adds a layer of difficulty. But, 3DS battery pops out, nice. Alright, so that's no problem. Then probably not too hard. I haven't opened up a 3DS myself, though. What makes the Saturn your favorite console? A couple things. First of all, it was... like, as the first generation of, like, 3D consoles, there's a lot of experimentation going on in that era. And I really like the artistry that went in, and experimentation and just chance-taking that went into a lot of Sega Saturn games. Both the hits and the misses. I find both very interesting to play. The controller itself is still my favorite controller for 2D games. It just feels wonderful to to use. So even with cross-platform games that were better on PS1, I kind of find myself enjoying them on Saturn more, just because of the controller. And it's just, the library in general just aligns with my personal tastes more than many other systems. October, thank you for the $5. Free finale. Was that Charlie's face? If it was it always like that? To make it his face with a Mindscape realizer, was it destiny? A lot of good questions there. In my head, okay, so the reason why it's Charlie's face is because that's how I wanted it to end. I had that image in my head, and I knew that had to be the ending. But I also wanted it to work in terms of, like, the logic of the series, so... CEO Charlie is a narcissist. And made his office building shaped like his own head. Originally, the office building was purple and had his black mane and beard, but the mane and beard were plants. It's kind of like a big chia pet. That's how the building looked. It was painted purple. And the beard and mane were represented by plant growth. Over time, the paint faded. The building sunk into the ground, or was buried over time, and the plants died away. Which meant that in our time, in like our Charlie's time, in our Charlie's time, it now resembles our Charlie. So yeah, that's the reason. Ah. Dang it. Doing so bad. Is it just a different unicorn named Charlie, or like an alternate universe Charlie? No, it's just a different unicorn from long ago, also named Charlie. I tried making it as obvious as possible that it was not the same Charlie the Unicorn. Totally different hair color. Also is purple. Also speaks in a different voice. Also is personality-wise very different from Charlie. Also specifically was alive at a different time period. If it was actually true, Charlie needed to be magic to go through the portal. Oh yeah, I answered that earlier. I mean, I've answered all these questions before, but not everyone's like watching every stream and hanging on every word. But no. It's entirely a name thing. Did it. Charlie's parents name him after CEO Wizard of Ages Past? No. Charlie the Unicorn, the CEO, would have been alive like 50,000 years ago or something. Some absurd amount of time. No one remembers Charlie the Unicorn, the CEO. The world has ended at least 2 times since then. Dang it. How hard is homebrewing a Wii U? I did look into that software at some point. It seemed not too difficult. It seemed like there was some potential of bricking the console, but I don't know how much of a potential that actually was. think I need to turn invincibility on. We're almost at birthday time, so I might do invincibility after birthday time. Jason, there was a book in 2012 called Princess Charlie and the Unicorn. Do you know about it? No? Maybe. It's possible. I did know about it and forgot. It's not exactly the same title, so like it's not something I would get angry about. Charlie the Unicorn's not particularly unique name. Someone else can make a unicorn name. Or a book with a unicorn and then a character named Charlie. Oh! Dead again. Dang, this really is a harsh moon. What a harsh moon. Wasn't upset, just was suspicious. I've seen, like, just speaking as someone who's made and named a large variety of things, sometimes you name something something, and you just haven't heard of another thing that already has that name. It happens. Dang it. Oh, oh. Any reason for this choice of game? It's got the word dead in the title. And we're in October. I guess that's the entire reasoning. I mean, I was looking for a TurboGrafx game to play today, so. If you haven't seen this stream before, a lot of information in the description. I do stream every night, 11 p.m. Eastern, variety of games. Like Dead Moon. Or, playing Pokemon tomorrow. Playing one of the Pokemons. And that's not a particularly spooky game, Pokemon. But we've been playing it for a while, so. Maybe we'll see some ghost Pokemon tomorrow. Glad you feel this way about coincidental naming, Jason. Now I'm introducing my new Mercy line featuring Charlie the Unicorn, who's my original character. Great. Perfect. There's a couple breweries who've done Charlie the Unicorn beverages. I find it annoying when that happens. There's like, I've seen some people do like, you know, very vague kind of. It's like, oh, unicorn magic or something, and they have 3 unicorns. One's blue and one's pink, one's gray. That's very obvious, but or Candy Mountain or something like that. But boy, there's a couple times in which I've seen someone do a product, and it's like, it's just got my characters on it. It's just straight up got my characters on the can. And it's always breweries for some reason. And there's a couple that, like, they seem all their products are rip-offs of some sort. They'll get, like, some beverage based on The Office. They've just got Office characters on it or whatever, and I'm like, I know you don't got a license for that. The least you could do is make it a tribute rather than a rip-off. I contacted one of the breweries at one point, which had a particularly blatant rip-off. Just straight up using my characters and phrases from my cartoons. And, their response was essentially, we'll let you know if we rip you off again. Not that we won't rip you off again, just if we plan on making more of them, we'll get in touch. Jessica, thank you for the 5 euros. No, British pounds. Sorry, my bad. Those are British pounds right there. Random question. Are there any legal issues with the Ghost House book versus special editions having Pokemon cards and Pogs? No. No, I did that through Etsy. I just bought Pokemon cards and Pogs and shipped them off with the packages. Nah, no legal issues. Like, I'm sure if I had sold 1 million copies or something and sent out 1 million Pokemon cards, maybe, but I mean, it's not illegal to sell a Pog or a Pokemon card. Just include them in the package for some reason. Alright, well, we're halfway through the stream. It's birthday time. We got one birthday to celebrate today. Happy birthday to Rick Champ. It's Rick Champ's birthday. That's right, Rick Champ was born today, probably. Happy birthday, Rick Champ. It's Rick Champ's day today. Gotta see what the machine's gonna say to Rick Champ. So Rick Champ's username has a space between Rick and Champ. But as entered into the machine, there's no space. So I'm going to assume this is how you want it written out. Although there might have been some confusion about whether it would accept a name with a space in it. It would. If I hear from Rick Champ in the next couple seconds, I can add a space here. If you'd like. Or I could keep it like this. How many Pocket Man's cards are there? 13. So far. One of them is very rare. Alright, haven't heard anything. So I guess I'm going to enter this as it is. Any second now. Any moment. Any moment I'm gonna enter it without the space. I just know I'm gonna hear right after about the space. But that's that. Okay, I haven't heard anything. I'm going for it. We're going for it. We have to celebrate Rick Champ's birthday. If there's supposed to be a space here, imagine it. Imagine it in your mind. Your imagination. Picture it in your head. Rick Champ. As 2 words. But only if Rick Champ says so. Otherwise, it's 1 word. Rick Champ. Here we go. Alright. I didn't like Rupee, but one day I like. Great. Calculating data. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Data's been calculated. Time to see what the machine's got to say to Rick Champ. First up, Rick Champ's birthday number for this year. It could be any number. Whatever this number is, it's your lucky number for the whole year. Good things, why, they're bound to happen. Whenever you see it. 'Cause of the birds, squawking their luck out of their luck sacks right at you. Here it is, your lucky number. Here it comes, any moment now. 559. Beautiful. Wonderful number. Rick Champ's birthday letter for this year. It could be any letter. It's a bunch of bees. Look at that. It's a whole lot of bees. Does Rick Champ's combined number and letter strength hatch an egg? Good question. Everyone's dying to know. Oh! That's a good question. What hatch? What hatch, everyone? We need to find out what is hatched here. It's important. An egg has hatched. An egg hatch. All right, we got some egg data coming in. Egg data. There's your egg data. There's your egg data. Looking good. All right, Birthday Machine has looked into the future, knows exactly how your year is going to go, and is going to communicate this to you via Nostradamus quotes. How's your general year overview going to be? To speak the truth, one will have a closed mouth. All right. Is that a good or bad year? No idea. This might not be just good or bad. This could give a general flavor profile of the year. This is the profile of your year's flavor. Relationships. How are your relationships going to go this year? It could be interpersonal relationships. Could be a relationship with the earth. New tyrants. Celestial lightning fires. Wow, a lot of sparks. A lot of heat happening. A lot of tyrants. Life goal changes. Any big changes in your life goals? Not pillaged and robbed by the barbarians. Oh, good. Not pillaged and robbed by the barbarians. Your life goals. Great to hear it. Birthday Machine has looked to the stars, determined that your friend constellation is the Crossed Tuna. Enemy star, Beta Orion, number 1085. Has there been a cosmic event? No! Alright, we got a song for Rick Champ. Everyone gather around. It's time to sing Rick Champ's birthday song. Please, sing along with me if you can. Birthday is here for Rick Champ. Happy days now for Rick Champ. I cannot believe this. The swan we call Rick Champ. You're a swan. Find the birthday swan, Rick Champ. See which magic for Rick Champ. I hope I'm forgiven. The flowers in bloom. That's a beautiful ending to a beautiful song. Finally, we have one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine for Rick Champ. Here it is. Your one-of-a-kind work of art. Beautiful. It's even got a moon there. Look at that. Wonderful. Well, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And many more. All right. It's time to continue our adventure. I am going to enter a cheat code now. According to the GameSpot website, because GameFAQs is now on GameSpot, I guess. I don't know how long that's been the case. Maybe I just never noticed it. When starting a new stage, at the scene number screen, press and hold down and select until the stage starts. If done right, you'll be invincible. Wow. You feel about fan productions featuring your characters? Oh, that's fine. Like, honestly, anyone doing anything with my characters is alright, as long as it's not like a product they're making and selling. It's like, if you wanna do a Charlie the Unicorn or Llamas with Hats video or something, like, go right ahead. If you want to make a Charlie the Unicorn t-shirt, maybe don't do that. If you want to sell some Charlie the Unicorn merch, maybe no, but GameFAQs has been on the same servers as GameSpot for near a decade. I see. I just haven't noticed then. There isn't any branding on the page, which is probably why I didn't notice. Just never looked at the address. Alright. Down and select. Alright, let's see if this worked. Are we invincible? Impossible to know yet. But FilmCow graffiti on local buildings? That's alright with me. Go right ahead. What are the most and least tolerable places? Oh no, I died. Okay, so the code didn't work for me right here. Down and select, dang it. I gotta try again when I am reborn. What is that? Most and least tolerable place. I mean, St. Petersburg's alright. Gainesville has its moments. I mean, I'm partial to, beautiful Jensen Beach, Florida. Pineapple capital of the world. Not great there. But, you know, it's got its small charms. Nope. Oh, I seem to be invincible now. I think it's worked now. I don't seem to be getting hit by anything. Oh, hooray. Well, we're gonna beat this stage now. Okay, I can still get hit and lose powers, I guess. Boy, I sure hope we are actually invincible, and I just haven't misunderstood something. I mean, we're doing pretty good, so we're probably invincible. Families from St. Petersburg and Gainesville. Yeah. As for the worst places, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, we see it. We see it. Now we've lost some powers. Definitely gotten hit, but what that hit means, I'm not sure. What are the worst places in Florida? Once you get outside of the big cities, it's very like, there are a bunch of pretty scary places. There's a lot of Florida that doesn't really match much of the rest of the South. Just in terms of the general vibe. There's a kind of different vibe to a lot of Florida. It is still the South, but it's a weird South. Probably because of all the people who've moved here from New York, New Jersey and stuff. There's kind of a Jersey vibe to some places in Florida. My family. A lot of them came here from New Jersey. Yep. But there is definitely parts of Florida that you go to, and it's just a lot of Confederate flags, a lot of that kind of stuff. Oh! Ah! I was helping a friend move when I was in college, and he was moving from Orlando back to his home city, which was west of Orlando on the coast, near St. Petersburg, but far enough away. It doesn't have that St. Petersburg glamour. It's actually, where was it? It's near Wickawachi, the mermaid place. It's near where the mermaids are in Florida. There is a mermaid city in Florida. Wickawachi. The city of mermaids. There's mermaids there. That's the city's whole thing, is that they have mermaids. We did it! We defeated a dinosaur! Anyway, I was driving, me and another friend. We're driving from Orlando to Wickawachi. Dang, look at this place. We're under the moon now. And the area we had to drive through, like I said, there was a lot of Confederate flags. The person I was driving with is from Venezuela. And we definitely were passing through. Oh no, I died. Oh no, I forgot to put the invincibility code on. Dang it. Oh no. That's alright, I can put it on now. My friend from Venezuela turned to me and was like, if we break down, I'm gonna get killed here. That was like the kind of vibe. There's a few places like that in Florida. I think those would probably be the worst, but I haven't really spent a lot of time in them, so. Alright, I may have the invincibility code on now. Hard to tell. Oh! Dang, look at these things. Pennsylvania's like that too. Yeah. And it's not... you know... There's no place in the United States where you're not going to run into some pretty heavy racism. It just takes on different forms in different places. But there's definitely like a specific vibe to places in Florida. Unwelcoming, maybe. Why aren't you getting hit? I put on the cheat code. That's why. Terrible different flavors. Yeah. Like in the South you have you've got a lot of places where the population is not overwhelmingly white, and because of that there's been a lot of gerrymandering and a lot of very, very intentional structures put in place make sure certain parts of the population don't get enough control of the state. And then you go to different places like Portland, and it's just there's been a lot of stuff put in place to much more aggressively keep non-white people out through economic means. Different kinds of ways of doing the same thing. Is I fighting that thing again? Bigotry. Oh my god, look at this bird. Look at this bird. Bigotry all over the planet. It is true. I did it! I defeated the bird! Well, wonderful. Hooray! I've killed a skeleton bird. Oh, I forgot to put in the code again. Well, that's fine. We'll just die. That's alright. Jessica, thank you for the €5. No, I did it again. Why did I keep doing this? I haven't messed this up in like the years I've been doing this. And now, tonight, I just can't say British pounds. Notice you didn't do any precedent videos between the Vapors, Noel, and Biden's first day. Was that an intentional choice or just how it turned out? I had planned on doing more videos, but couldn't really come up with anything funny. I was mostly just deeply depressed, I guess. I was mostly just very depressed. Game over. I definitely need this cheat code. Look at how hard this level is. This is unbelievable. Why are we in the water? I'm just now realizing. Why are we in the water? Is this still on the moon? Underwater oceans on the moon. Wow. Seems you lost your invincibility. Yeah, I lose it every time I go to a new stage. I gotta re-enter it again. It's fine. I can die once. Graphics on this look real crisp using a modded Saturn. Oh, this is a TurboGrafx. This is a TurboGrafx-16 outputting composite video. If it looks crisp, that's entirely the doing of the RetroTink 5X that I'm using to capture this. It does just an incredible job with pretty much anything you throw at it. Cannot speak highly enough about the RetroTink 5X. I have a lot of upscalers, a lot of different things I've used to capture game footage over the years. And I just mostly use the 5X now. It's gotta replace nearly everything else. Oh, ha ha ha. Got a CRT recently, and I was shocked by how much better old games looked, even with things like upscalers or HD clones. Yeah, there is something about CRTs. It's hard to describe to people who haven't, like, experienced it firsthand. Which, like, you know, if you're born after a certain year, you probably have not run into one in the wild. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of issues with CRTs, and they're very heavy. But old consoles absolutely were specifically built to output to them, and oh, look at this fish! Games just look beautiful. Like, I've got a pretty basic CRT. Got a pretty. I don't have a high-end one. I don't have a Trinitron or anything like that. Got a pretty generic CRT, and still looks beautiful. God, this fish is incredible. Dad's CRT is impossible to lift. Yeah. I was trying to replace the CRT that I have at one point, and I kept finding CRTs that were large and lugging them upstairs. Just 100-pound CRTs. Finding out they didn't actually work well and lugging them back down. God, this is an impossible fish. Look at this fish. Do you buy all your consoles just eBay? My consoles I've had for... Well, some of them I've had since I was a teenager. Like, some of them I've had since the 90s. Recently, though, I haven't purchased a console recently, but when I did, eBay's a decent source. Mercari, you can usually find better deals through that. If you've got a local game store, they might be able to offer something, and you don't have to worry about shipping at that point. I forgot to put in the code again, but that's okay. We're in the core. Family has one of those big screen CRTs in the living room. Getting old, the image gets fuzzy. Really want to fix it, but I have zero clue how. Yeah, I have actually looked into how to fix them and determined I would not. It seems like there's a number of consoles that I've repaired, and a lot of electronics that I've repaired. I've repaired a refrigerator too, and you know, usually the worst that'll happen, dang, I'm dead, is you'll ruin the thing more. That's usually the worst. With the CRT, if you don't know what you're doing, there is a high likelihood you will kill yourself. You will just electrocute yourself. There's a very good chance you will die if you do a bad job. So when I realized that, I decided to stop looking into it. If I ever have a CRT I'm gonna get repaired, I'll probably find a professional. There are people who do repair CRTs. I've shocked myself with the CRT once across the heart, no less, for me not to die, yes. Yeah, it's scary. I want to find a CRT repair person around where I live. It's like the one that I use is in reasonably good shape. But it could be in better shape. Wasn't even fully aware what had happened, just remember one moment I was fixing it, the next I was on the floor, feeling like I'd been kicked by a mule. Yep. Yeah. That's why I've never tried. That's why I've never tried. Extremely careful and research thoroughly. It's doable. Don't push yourself if you don't think you can be that careful. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're repairable. It's just... I wouldn't... If you're thinking about repairing a CRT, and you haven't done electronics repair already, on less dangerous things, I feel like you do need a certain level of expertise. It's definitely not like a first repair project. Ernesto, thank you for that 20 Argentine pesos. Never underestimate how the almighty fly back. Never underestimate it. Make sure it's fully discharged, just like most other electronics, but even then still wouldn't. Yeah, it takes a long time. And it's like... Oh, spooky hands. I was looking up like how long it should take to discharge, and someone was like maybe a month, but it might still have a charge even then. Get out of here, hands. Oh! Oh my goodness, look! It's just a big skeleton. Dang it. I don't understand how this is possible. Look at this skeleton. Look at this spooky skeleton. My God. Good God. Moon is full of skeletons. It is. Not anymore. Wait a minute. That skeleton's gone, baby. Alright. Oh no! It's back! In multiple skull form. Oh, goodness. I gotta say, this game rules. What a delight this game has been. I love the TurboGrafx-16. What a console. Ugh. Ernesto, thank you for 50 Argentine pesos. Even the capacitor from a camera's flash can shock you pretty bad. Flyback is like 1,000 times worse. I need to proofread my super chats. Capacitors. They can get you. Capacitors can get you. Well, we did it. We defeated the skull. We can go back to Earth now. The world is saved. Dead Moon Staff! You all did wonderful work here. And you! Wow! Wow, wow. That's one of the many problems with repairing a Turbo Duo. Capacitors are placed in a way that makes it easy to hurt yourself. Yeah, I've also heard that about the Duo. I don't have a Duo, but I've heard the capacitors are a nightmare on those. I definitely know my limits. I can do pretty reasonably with repair and soldering and stuff, but I just don't have a wealth of knowledge or skill to be able to do the really complicated stuff. Oh, we're starting again. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? We still got, that's it, 25 minutes left. Why was all that death on the moon anyway? Aliens. Just the aliens sent a big meteor to the moon. With an invasion fleet, I guess. Why there's skeletons, I have no idea. Because it's a shmup, and skeletons look super cool. Ah, dang it, got hit. Ah! Didn't mean to get the green, but got it now. Oh no! Get out of here, aliens. Ting tang, aliens. Oh! Oh no, they killed me. Killed me again. You misspelled graphics? Oh, did I? Let me check. One moment. Oh no. Are you saying that they misspelled graphics? Yeah, because I've spelled it correctly for the console name. But yeah, they did misspell graphics. They've spelled graphics incorrectly. Thank you for making me aware of game consoles I never knew existed. Yeah, there's a... Dang. There's a couple of more obscure game consoles that I think are maybe more obscure for a reason. There's a couple. There's a few. Like the TurboGrafx-16 and the Sega Saturn. That genuinely, I think, are just truly incredible consoles with wonderful libraries. Get more green. Atari Jaguar CD. The Atari Jaguar is one of the few consoles that I've purchased that I did have a period of time in which I was like, do I regret getting this? Do I regret spending the money on the Atari Jaguar? I've decided that no. I'm glad I have a Jaguar. I've come to actually like the Jaguar. I don't think it has very many good games on it, but I do like the Jaguar. I'll tell you what, the main reason I do like the Jaguar so much is they're still making Jaguar games today. You can go and get new Jaguar games right now. As it released recently. New games on the Jaguar. Official. They come on a cart. The Jaguar made its, I believe that Atari made the platform open when they went under. So, yeah, you can just get new Jaguar games. People still make them. People still manufacture the cartridges. They come in a box with an instruction manual. New games. Anyway, I just think that's incredible. I do love the Jaguar for that. But you don't have a Neo Geo? All my consoles that I stream are in the description. I got a lot of them. I do not have a Neo Geo. A little too expensive to collect for. I'd like a Neo Geo, but it's too pricey. I don't have a Neo Geo and I don't have a Philips CDI. I think the only console that I don't have that I wish I did for streaming is a CDI. Because I think it would fit this stream pretty well, but it's too expensive in the, like, to get one that's working and that has the video card or whatever. It also has a working timekeeper battery, which is extremely difficult to replace. Wookie Bragger, thank you for the $2. Iron Soldiers, why I don't regret my Jaguar. Yeah, Iron Soldier is good. Iron Soldier is a good game. I also have Iron Soldier 2, which is also good. Oh, the bird, it's back. I also like Towers 2. And, Flip Out. Flip Out is great. And of course, Tempest 2000. I used to say that there was exactly one good game on the Atari Jaguar, and that is Tempest 2000. But I've changed my mind on that. I was wrong. I was mistaken. Past me is a fool. I can't say that in truth, knowing Flip Out exists. How much do we have to raise to get the CDI and the Mario and Zelda games? Those Mario and Zelda games, they're too expensive. I think they go for like $300 to $500 now, something like that. It's absurd. Although the CDI, I think you can just burn discs. Like, I think if I had a CDI, I could probably just burn all the discs for it. There's no way that I'd invest thousands of dollars in a CDI collection. The idea of doing that. It's just complete lunacy. Dang, killed. Violate your no ROM rules? I don't emulate. But, like, people have sent in reproduction cartridges and stuff. And like, I've got a couple reproductions for the Saturn. So, yeah, I don't do emulation. Like, burning a disc wouldn't be a big deal. But I don't have a CDI, so it's a moot point. You done Bloody Wolf yet? I have not done Bloody Wolf. Someone recommended that many years ago. I forget who they were, but I still haven't played it. Someday I will play Bloody Wolf. Love if he had a Pippin. If I had an infinite budget, I would probably have every system. But realistically, I think I'm good. Really, the only system that I wish I had for streaming purposes was the CDI. Just because it's got the kind of goof games on it that would work well for the stream. It isn't actually worth the price. I feel like for the handful of games that I'd get for the CDI, the tremendous financial investment, that money's better spent anywhere else. Mars, thank you for the $5. You could get some games remastered, a la Mass Effect Legendary Edition. What would they be? Well, I've experienced tons of bugs with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, so it's a little bit of a loaded question. If you're asking which game would I want to have a good remaster, all the D games. I'd love for the D games to be brought to a new audience. So D, and then the second D game, Enemy Zero, and then the third D game, D2. Go, go. Dang it, dang it. Wish I had all game consoles so I didn't need to emulate. I do enjoy playing on original hardware, but like emulation's a completely valid way to play. That's how I first played Chrono Trigger and a lot of Super Nintendo games that I didn't have through emulation. And emulators in general have gotten significantly better over the years. Which model PS1 do you have, Jason? I've got a bunch of PS1s. I don't remember exactly what models they all are. I've got a variety of models. There was a point at which I got a number of systems some of them in poor condition and put them back together. So I've just got a bunch now. Past few days I've been looking for ways to play any of the Armored Core games without emulating. Sadly, they just don't exist on eShops. Yeah. That's another reason I appreciate emulation existing. It's so hard to get some games. Like with movies. I guess we're getting to a point too where movies are becoming more and more difficult to get. Like a lot of movies were never put out even on DVD. But the situation's even more dire with video games. Dang it, I forgot the code again. Justin, thank you for the $2. Here's $2. Buy yourself some OJ. Thank you. I probably won't do that, but I appreciate it. Emulation as a means of preservation is a beautiful thing. It is, yeah. I don't do emulation on this stream because I've got so many physical consoles and games, and it's significantly harder for me to play on the PC than it is for me to just play the consoles that I have. And I like playing on these physical systems, but for anyone interested in retro gaming, I would first recommend emulation. If you've got a PC that's able to run stuff. I forgot the code again. Unbelievable. You don't like OJ? I like OJ just fine. It's just too many calories. I gained a bunch of weight at one point because I was drinking so much orange juice. I just never considered the calorie intake of orange juice. I was like, how have I gained so much in so little time? Well, I am drinking almost an entire carton of orange juice every day. I'm just like, oh, dang, I just love this orange juice. Dang, orange juice is great. I'm just gonna have a glass multiple times a day, just drinking up orange juice left and right. Oh, I guess I'll have 2 big glasses of orange juice. God, this stuff is great. Terrible. Helen, thank you for the $5. I don't know what's going on in this game, but I always enjoy listening to you. The cats and I love you very much. Well, thank you, Helen. Hello to all the cats. Yeah, we're playing a game where aliens have ended up on the moon, and we gotta stop them. Because they're skeletons. For some reason. That's what this game is about, fighting moon skeletons. It's very easy for me to go overboard with stuff, like orange juice. I did it with coffee. Done it with a lot of beverages. I get really into certain beverages. I did it with unsweet iced tea. You'd think, how can you have too much unsweet iced tea? The answer is, it's very easy. It's very easy when you decide all I'm gonna drink from now on is unsweet iced tea, nothing else. Every glass of anything I have the whole day is unsweet iced tea. Calculated up how much caffeine I was getting. It's like, dang, a glass of unsweet iced tea has about as much caffeine as a glass of coffee. How many glasses of unsweet iced tea am I having each day? 20? Wow, no wonder I have just out of control anxiety problems right now. Oh, dinosaur. Ah. Anyway, this is why I don't drink alcohol. I've just never started drinking alcohol because I would end up with an issue. I would have a problem. If I can't handle unsweet iced tea, I cannot handle alcohol. Helen, thank you for the $10. Goodness gracious. I had a work Zoom yesterday. Didn't have a background on. Each of the 5 cats decided to come in the room individually. My coworkers were like, OMG, how many cats do you have? It's many cats. It is many cats. Many beautiful cats. Oh, I forgot the code again. That's alright. What about ginger beer? Ginger beer is a strong enough drink. I haven't found I've developed an issue with it. It's like I just have the one when I stream sometimes, and it's fine. The problem is with anything that I decide I want a lot of. Nemeris, thank you for the $2. Pretty sure that was a kangaroo skeleton. Oh. Kangaroos are kind of dinosaurs. I mean, they look like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs looked like kangaroos, basically. OJ addiction. I did have an orange juice addiction. It was hard to cut it, too. Hard to cut it out of my life. All that sugar. Had a buddy who would buy those big jugs of tea, would drink one of those throughout the day, every day. Had one of those real bad anxiety issues, too. Yeah. Like, I've got anxiety even without all that caffeine. But boy, add it on. It's a nightmare. Why am I grinding my teeth all the time? I feel like a good way to tell if you've got a caffeine addiction is if you stop drinking caffeine for a day and end up with tremendous headaches. That's the sign. Lemonade never fades. Lemonade's pretty good. I do like lemonade. I haven't had lemonade in a long time, though. Caffeine headache, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I've had many throughout my life. Caffeine is very, very easy to get addicted to. They put it in everything. very, very quick to become dependent on it. And it's like, it's not even helping you at that point. It's like, when you're having like maybe 1 or 2 coffees a day, it's a nice pick-me-up or whatever. When you're having 6 or 7, it's like, it's the caffeine making you tired. The lack of it. I've never been so tired as when I was drinking lots of caffeine. I've tried to quit caffeine so many times. Getting so sick interferes with work. Can't handle, be productive and maintain my job because of the sick. Yeah, it took me a long time to get off of like the amount of caffeine I was drinking. Like, it took months. you can't just stop drinking it because it will make you sick. You will get very sick. I got just tremendous headaches. It was like, all right, I can't deal with this. It really was a matter of like, all right, this week I will drink exactly like I figured out exactly how many cups of caffeinated beverages I was having every day. I was like, all right, this week I'll remove 1 of those cups. Just 1 for the whole week. Next week, I'll add 1 more cup. I'll remove 1 more cup. In a few months, I'll be off this. It took forever. I'm glad I did it, but it took a long time. Jessica, thank you for that. 10 British pounds. Said this earlier. There's a trans gal who's been watching your videos for ages. Want to thank you for little touches of LGBT rep in your videos. It's weird to think I changed gender between Charlie 4 and 5. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of... I've put a lot of, like, looking back on some of my early works. Like, I'm agender, and I'm, I'm agender, and I've put a lot of agender characters into my stuff because of that. My partner Scuffy is non-binary, and when I look back at like some of my earlier work, I'm like, oh, some of it makes a lot more sense now. Thinking about like, why did I never give the blue and pink unicorns? Why did I never give them gender? Why from the beginning have I like just envisioned these characters like this? And now that I know myself a little bit better, it's like it all comes together. It all starts to make sense. I think about like the books of Daphne du Maurier, who I also like. I love Daphne du Maurier books. Rebecca, My Cousin Rachel, a lot of great books. There's just a lot of characters in Daphne du Maurier's books who are just like, boy, there's like a lot of women in the books who are like, boy, wouldn't it be great if I was a man? Boy, life would just be perfect if I was a man. And you see Daphne du Maurier just wearing a lot of men's clothing. Like when they were younger, like wanting to be called William. Like why do I identify so much with Daphne du Maurier? Oh, that's making sense now too. Dr. Boki, thank you for the $1.99. I need to wing off of caffeine. You need to wing it off. You need to wing it out of here. Justin, thank you for the $2. Any solid foods you got hooked on? It's mostly beverages. Solid foods, not so much. Like I used to, when I was very young, I liked candy bars and stuff. But then I was older and couldn't afford candy bars. Stopped eating them. I'm trying to think. There's gotta have been something. What's the difference between non-binary and agender? Just in my personal experience. I mean, there's a lot of overlap between the two. Some people use it interchangeably, but I guess the best way I would describe it is like Scuffy has a very strong sense of gender, and it is not male or female. So non-binary works as a term. I do not have a very strong sense of gender. In fact, I have a complete lack of a sense of gender. Like, I know that there's definitely people out there who are like, I am a woman. I'm a man. And they just feel that innately. And then, like, male stuff or female stuff makes sense to them. With agender, for myself, it's like, I've never felt any of that. Not one little tiny bit. It's more complicated than that, obviously. You know, identities shift around through time, but that's the best way I can describe it. This is not like a new thing for me. I've talked about this briefly before. It's been... I just don't bring it up all that often, because it's not like... It might be an agender thing specifically, but it's just not like it's not really an important part of my day to day. Like when I imagine my sense of identity, it's primarily as an artist, if that makes sense. I'm just not realizing the music that they're playing during this big fish fight. This is very great music to have a big skeleton fish firing at you too. Gotta get this music later in the collection. It's a pretty good soundtrack. Just a good game in general. Well, we did it. We killed that fish. Oh, I guess we're at 2 hours. I guess it's time to end the stream. Justin, thank you for the $5. Charlie Dunn. Planning to do one-offs or return to other series in the future like Ghost House. I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing some stuff, but I've got to work that out. It's just been too long working on the Charlie project. I've got to readjust my schedule. Figure out what I need to be spending my time on now. Using my art more and more lately. Deal with my gender doubts and questions, but somehow I haven't found peace, so I guess I just need a hug or vibes. I think it could be like, I think it's completely I think, you know, the idea that you've got to have everything figured out is absurd. I feel like you know, a lot of people, they got a strong sense of identity, and some people it roves around. Some people it's different one day to another. It's all fine either way. Art can definitely help with the exploration of it. But, you know, sometimes you don't find solid answers, and sometimes it takes a long time. I guess we're done for tonight. Anyway, I'll send you an e-hug. I'll send you some vibes too. Alright, we're done for tonight. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Mwah, all of you. Be back tomorrow. Playing Pokémon Emerald version on the Game Boy Advance. Thank you for making Horse and Ariel bi. Two true bicons. Yep. I forgot about Horse, but yes. Speaking of Horse, I still want to do that Gary and the Horse feature film. Still want to do it. Maybe I'll do that next. Maybe I'll do the Gary and the Horse feature film. It's probably not any money in that. I complain all the time about YouTube and how the algorithm is messing up my channel. And then I'm like, I should do a Gary and the Horse feature film. This will definitely solve my issues. Absolutely, my problems will be solved by doing a Gary and the Horse feature film. There's nothing the YouTube algorithm would like more than a feature-length Gary and the Horse. I did that series with tucking video games into bed. That one, the algorithm didn't like that one either. I like that series. I think it's got some artistic merit. The last one I put up was got 16,000 views. I mean, I guess that's pretty good for a series about tucking a video game into bed and reading it. Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca, but you know, when I think about it that way, it's, 16,000 people watch that. That's a lot of people. Watching a TurboGrafx game get tucked into bed. Dr. Bokeh, thank you for the $1.99. Love you, Jason, and everyone. Be good. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Dr. Bokeh. Trying to get this channel just to have constant notifications. It's been way too difficult. Yeah. I mean, notifications in general don't work well on YouTube. My channel's been marked. It's marked as the bad one. It's no good. This channel's poison. Scuffy did a great job on the set for the controller series. Oh, for the you mean for the game tuck-in series? Yeah, that set's incredible. Scuffy made another set, and you'll be seeing that one soon. Really, I cannot explain how much detail has been put into this new set. It's unbelievable. It's truly incredible. It's nonsense. Can't wait for everyone to experience the new set. It's not for the video game tuck-in thing. It's for an entirely different thing, but it's beautiful. Helen, thank you for the $5. I don't want to read Rebecca on my own because I want to listen to you read it. Your voice is really relaxing, and your peak audiobook talent. I don't know about peak, but I wish the series had done slightly better to justify continuing it on. It's one. There's a few series where every time I put out a video, I lose subscribers, and that's one of them. There's a net loss every time I put out an episode of reading a bedtime story to a video game. Yeah, I'm looking at the latest video. It was a net loss of 25 subscribers. Yeah, 25 people left over that one. James, thank you. Or Jason, sorry. Thank you for the $1.99. Would you still want to do more of the cloak stuff? I'll bring the cloak back at some point. It'll be changed, just like it was the second time. Just bring back the cloak every decade or so. This is an entirely different character. Some more OMG puppet videos would be more than welcome. Scuffy did make more puppets. I could make more videos with those. I've still got the original puppets and more puppets. Just been waiting for inspiration. I was actually thinking about doing one of them about Quisp cereal, but I ended up going a different direction with that, using that for my VTuber persona. Quisp, yeah, Quisp. Quisp cereal. Delicious stuff. I got 3 boxes right now. I do love Quisp. I love Quisp. I don't know how you feel about it now, but the cloak inspired one of my series, so it does hold a special place in my heart. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of early videos of mine. They're mostly unlisted now, just because there's a variety of jokes in them that I don't like anymore. There's a trap that's very easy to fall into with with a certain type of comedic character where, like, I envisioned the Cloak as, like, the Cloak is essentially, like, he is kind of a bigot and a radical, but, like, a nationalistic kind of radical, and he's supposed to say offensive stuff. And, like, I think I've gotten a lot better at writing those kinds of characters. Like, Detective Heart of America is essentially a spiritual successor to the Cloak. And I think that deals with that type of character a lot better. You can just make them kind of too quotable. You can make a character too likable, and then they're saying terrible things, and it just kind of like seems like it's your opinion. Then I gotten better at that kind of stuff. But there is a lot about the specific style of comedy in the Cloak that I think I could continue on with. VTuber persona. Oh, the face borrower. Yeah. Vulo the face borrower. Vulo is kind of the opposite of the Cloak. in many regards. It's a similar kind of personality almost, except I have Vulo say stuff that I actually believe. So Ernesto, thank you for the 50 Argentine pesos. The House Rick Sanchez issue where crappy people relate to the character that's supposed to be a villain. Yeah. And, like, I think it, like, those characters can work really well. Like, I think BoJack is a decent example. But it is a very tough line to walk. I have a lot of respect for writers who have been able to make that work. Because it's hard. It's very hard. I mean, I think a lot of the problem is just, like, you know, I think a lot of the people writing House do view House as a very kind of, like, romantic character. Vulo seems like a character closest to your persona based on these live streams. Yeah, probably. Like, I haven't done many other characters that I heavily relate to. So, I mean, most of the characters I do are pretty, well, they're murderers, basically. It's a lot of murderers that I write. I guess I like Charlie. I'm not particularly grumpy in the way Charlie is. I like, Annabelle. Yeah. You ever feel like, oh, you know what? I guess Vulo's a murderer too. Now that I think about it. Vulo's definitely a murderer. Vulo is absolutely a murderer. Yeah. I guess it's just all murderers all the way down. Alright, well, I guess that's it for tonight. I've talked enough. Gotta go eat. Made some curry. Yeah, that's it. Vulo's not a murderer, Christine's fine. Oh, I'm not even talking about Christine. I'm talking about all those sea captains. I don't know, Vulo's just killed a bunch of sea captains. I gotta square that. Vulo must answer for all those sea captains. Vulo killed JFK accidentally. Allegedly, yes. Vulo did technically kill JFK. Ernesto, thank you for the 100 Argentine pesos. BoJack Season 5 is basically the writers saying BoJack is a bad person. If you relate to BoJack, please help, which is a good approach to the issue. Yeah, they definitely made a quick turn on that. They're fine. Yeah, they're all fine. The sea captains, they're okay. Alright. Alright, that's it. That's all. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone. Great morning, afternoon, evening. Whatever it is, wherever you are. Wait one moment. Ernesto, thank you for the 20 Argentine pesos. And I love Annabelle Best standalone FilmCow short. Glad you like it. I like that one too. It's a good one. If I do say so myself about my own work. Alright, have a great night, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.